When you create your character in Starfield, it has a significant impact on the rest of your game. The traits and backgrounds you choose not only add depth to the game and alter the universe in various ways, but they also unlock dialogue, items, locations, and quest lines that are unique to your character. There are a total of 21 backgrounds in total to choose from thus far from Starfield's initial release, and we are about to cover all of them. But before we do, I have a goal to reach 2K subs by the new year, so be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and get me to that goal. Also, feel free to comment down below what type of character builds you guys play as I'm really interested in hearing about those. With that being said, let's jump right into it. First, for those of you who don't already know, after going through a relatively slow beginning and cutscene, you will have access to the character creation screen, which is where the magic happens. You will first see a screen with the tab labeled Biometric ID, which is where you will be given around 40 presets to choose from as a starting canvas for your character. Also, on this tab, you'll notice a little footnote depicting the text, "Note, biometric customizations can be changed later by visiting a genetics facility." Meaning at any point in the game, if you feel like your characters outrun your liking, then you can go and change your physical features. The next tab is pretty straightforward as well, as this is where you edit the body of your character, hence the tab name Body. In this tab, you can edit body shape, body type, and walk style, which, spoiler alert, there are only 2 walking styles. And lastly, you can edit skin tone. Something to note here is that the walking style does not change the pace at which a character walks. You will still be at the same speed either way. None of these affect the gameplay, they are pretty much just purely cosmetic, so feel free to choose whichever you like. Following the body tab is the face tab, which is where you can edit everything and anything about your character's face. There are so many things you guys can really spend time on tweaking to make a perfect character, but that ultimately will be left up to you. I personally went for a familiar look in terms of my character. And here it is, the background tab. This tab holds 21 options on how you want to start your galactic journey. Each background introduces 3 starting skills you will have already acquired. These 3 skills act to your depth-driven background, giving it substance to the actual game. This is really nice. I know many games have no problem giving the player a background or a story, but that's all they act as, a story. These 3 skills help the player fall into a roleplay and background more soundly as the skills fully align with the said background, and it actually affects the gameplay around them. And here we go, starting off with the Beast Hunter. The Beast Hunter has the description as following: from the Ashta of Aquila to the terramorphs that plague the whole of the settled systems, hostile alien life abounds. You've learned the skill to track them, find them, and take them down. The Beast Hunter background comes with 3 skills, which are Fitness, Ballistics, and Gastronomy. Fitness, increasing the available O2 to your character. Ballistics, giving ballistic weapons more damage. Gastronomy is crafting special foods and drinks and research additional recipes. In total, this background specific niche is killing alien life forms. Next, we have the Starfield Bouncer background, which is where you've worked the line at the toughest clubs in the settled systems. Back then, you learned that most non-lethal confrontations can be solved one of 2 ways: a strong right hook or a more strongly secured door. Therefore, you get the 3 skills: boxing, security, and fitness. Boxing means unarmed attacks deal more damage and uses less O2. Security, you can hack advanced lock and bank more auto attempts, and fitness increases the available O2 to the player as well. Up next, we have the Bounty Hunter background. Wherever there are wanted individuals, there are those who profit from their capture, and your quarry knows that in the vastness of space, they can run, but they can't hide. With that said, there are 3 skills that come with this background, called Piloting, Targeting Control Systems, and Boost Pack Training. Piloting means you can use ship thrusters in better ships. Targeting Control Systems unlocks and enhances ship targeting systems, and the Boost Pack Training unlocks and enhances boost packs. The next background we have is the Chef background. While the unrefined masses scarfed down chunks by the shipload, you catered to those with a more discerning palate. In your kitchen, countless alien species become true culinary masterpieces. This comes with the 3 skills of Gastronomy, Dueling, and Scavenging. Dueling is where you deal more damage and take less damage while wielding a melee weapon. And lastly, we have Scavenging, find extra resources when looting containers, which can be very useful as a chef, as going around Starfield there's going to be coolers, med stations, and various containers that will hold specific ingredients for the chef to use. The next background is the Combat Medic background. Leave it to human beings to fight over something as infinite as outer space. That's where you come in. You've never been afraid to take on the enemy, but you'd much rather take care of your friends. The 3 skills that come with this one is the Pistol Certification, Medicine, and Wellness, where the Pistol Certification means that pistols will deal more damage. The Medicine perk means that med packs, trauma packs, emergency kits, and much more heal more and heal faster. faster, and the wellness skill increases maximum health, which can be very useful to those wanting a more tanky build. The background after that is the Cyber Runner background. From Neon to New Atlantis, the Megacorps stand as monuments to power, prestige, and profit. You've worked both for and against them on the inside and out, often sacrificing conscience for credits. Now, the 3 skills that come with this background is Stealth, Security, and Theft. Stealth adds a stealth meter and makes you harder to detect while sneaking, but Theft you are able to unlock and enhance pickpocketing capabilities. This background is good for those who want to be sneaky little stealers. Right after that background, we have the Cyberneticist background, which has the description: robots, mere toys, neuroamps, good for parlor tricks. The colony war may have made implants and upgrades available to veterans, but you once saw a greater future: humans and machines as one. This background comes with the 3 skills of medicine, security, and lasers, which is the first we've seen in this video. Laser weapons deal more damage. Moving on, we have the diplomat background, which says the wars are over. Peace now reigns the settled systems, but only because there are those quietly fighting to keep it. Because of you, agreements are signed, words were heeded, lives were spared. The 3 skills that come with this background is persuasion, commerce, and wellness, where persuasion increases the chance of success when persuading someone, commerce lets you buy items for less and sell items for more, and wellness increases maximum health. Next, we have the explorer background. They said exploration is a lost art. You didn't listen. As the major factions argued over the space they desperately tried to control, you were busy uncovering the wonders of the settled systems. This background comes with the 3 skills of lasers, astrodynamics, and surveying. Astrodynamics is a new one. It improves your ship's grav drive. And lastly, for this background, we have surveying, which increases the range and zoom level of your hand scanner, which can be very useful for scanning planets, life, resources, stuff like that. Stuff that will be detrimental for someone trying to get this niche roleplay. After the explorer background, we have the gangster background. Now, you were always disgusted by suckers killing themselves to make an honest wage. As soon as you were old enough to hold a weapon, you took what you wanted from anyone unlucky enough to have it. The 3 skills that come with this one is a shotgun certification, boxing, and theft. Shotgun certification means that shotguns deal more damage. Up next, we have the homesteader background. The discovery of the settled systems, many oxygen-rich planets, and moons meant humans could live just about anywhere if they had the know-how. You did, and utilized it to great effect. The 3 skills with this one is geology, surveying, and weightlifting. Geology is a new one. Get less common inorganic resources from surface objects and more of them. Weightlifting increases carrying capacity for those of you who like to snatch up anything and everything. Coming up next, we have the industrialist background. There was a time when all you wanted to be was a titan of industry, maybe a ship designer or a megacorp exec. Thankfully, that skill set never goes out of style in the settled systems. The 3 skills that come with this background is persuasion, security, and research methods. You can complete research projects and craft items using fewer resources. After the industrialist, we have the long hauler background. Let those other hot-headed pilots obsess over laser weapons and maneuverability. You're a space trucker, pure and simple. Pack the cargo, get it there fast, get paid, repeat. Life is simple and good. With this background, you're going to get the 3 skills of weightlifting, piloting, and ballistic weapon systems. Improves ballistic weapons on your ship. Definitely for defending off your ship. Next is the pilgrim background, which is described as the wayfarer, wanderer, seeker, transient. You've been called many things during your travels and learned something those others could never understand. The journey is the destination. This background comes with 3 skills, which are scavenging, surveying, and gastronomy. These are all skills we have already seen before. Next is the professor background, which says you always enjoyed learning, but nothing could compare to the joy of teaching others. As humankind spread throughout the stars, there was never a lack of knowledge to obtain, and you gladly assisted. The 3 skills that come with this is astrodynamics, geology, and research methods. These are all skills we have already seen before. The very next one is the Ronin background, which says masterless and unbound, you wandered the settled systems as a blade for hire. To some, you were simply a mercenary. To others, a hero. And to a select few, a nightmare they could never wake from. The 3 skills that come with this is dueling, stealth, and scavenging. These are all skills we have already seen before. Next is the sculptor background. As a sculptor, with your knowledge of anatomy and skilled, steady hands, you could have had a lucrative career as a surgeon. Instead, you followed your heart and created works of art to amaze and inspire. The 3 skills that come with this is medicine, geology, and persuasion. These are all skills we have already seen before. Next, we have the soldier background, which says the settled system is no stranger to warfare, and if there's one thing armed conflict relies on, it's trained warriors with guns and guts. You had both. Simple bloody work and you were great at it. The 3 skills you get from this is fitness, ballistics, and boost pack training. These are all skills we have already seen before. Next one after the soldier background is the space scoundrel background. Good, bad, whose right is it to say? If there's anything you've learned while traipsing through the galaxy, it's this. Space may look black, but it's really one big shade of gray. This background comes with the pistol certification, piloting, and persuasion skills. These are all skills we have already seen before. After that, we have the xenobiologist background. The settled system is home to untold alien species, and while none of them have yet proven sentient, that never deterred you, so you sought out and studied them for whatever gifts they offered. The 3 skills coming with this background is lasers, surveying, and fitness. And last but not least, we have the Starfield file not found background, which has 3 skills of wellness, ballistics, and piloting. The weird thing about this background is, oddly, there is no information on file about your past life. Clerical oversight, deletion by some powerful unknown faction, or was there just nothing of note to mention? Whatever the reason, your past is known only to you. What's impressive is the here and now and the path you're about to forge. In terms of the file not found, I have said this before in a previous video, but I really feel like it is a lost opportunity for us, the player. This could have easily been a way that players could add our sense of creativity to the game. I feel like these 3 skills should have been customizable and let us, the player, choose our starting 3 skills. But as you can see, the file not found only has the preset of 3 skills, and these aren't skills that you can change. With that being said, my personal favorites are the bounty hunter background, combat medic, and cyber runner. Also, a special appreciation for the Ronin background. These backgrounds are really fun to mess with. Those were all the backgrounds, and it's a good idea to keep in mind that each specific background comes with its own specific dialogue cues throughout the game. So depending on where you find yourself in Starfield, your background may come up to help or hurt you, so choose wisely. With that being said, that is everything from backgrounds in terms of character customization. Each background will significantly change the game in terms of items collected, dialogue talked about, quest lines, everything. It can affect the way the game is ultimately played. So with that being said, which background do you want to choose? Which one will you choose? Which one have you played? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And since YouTube knows you best, feel free to choose one of the videos that are popping up on your screen right now. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in another video.